Imagine it's a freezing winter night in Boston. Snow is falling heavily. The wind feels like sharp knives cutting through your skin. On a lonely park bench, a young woman named Clara Evans, only 28 years old, sits curled up tightly, trying to shield her two small children from the cold. Her thin coat is soaked. Her 5-year-old twins, little Liam and Lily, are shivering even in their sleep, their small heads resting against her chest. Their breaths make tiny clouds in the freezing air. Clara has nothing left. No home, no money, just the love for her children keeping her going. With trembling fingers, she picks up her old phone and types a desperate message to her best friend. "Sophie, can we please stay with you tonight? Just until morning. The kids are freezing. I don't know what else to do." She hits send. But because of one small typo in the number, that message goes to the wrong person. And that person was Ethan Blackwood, the billionaire CEO she once loved more than anything, and disappeared from 6 years ago without any explanation. Ethan was sitting alone in his luxurious penthouse, overlooking the sparkling city lights, when his phone buzzed. He read the message, and his world stopped. The name at the bottom, Clara. Memories rushed back like a storm. Their passionate love, late-night talks, the fights with his controlling family, and the painful day she vanished without a single word. He stared at the words, "The kids are freezing." Without hesitation, Ethan grabbed his coat, called his driver, and rushed to the location in the message, Tremont Street Park. When his black luxury SUV stopped near the bench, Ethan stepped out into the biting cold. There she was, Clara, looking exhausted and thinner, but still the same woman who once lit up his entire life. Beside her, two small children huddled together for warmth. Ethan's heart broke into pieces. He walked closer, his voice soft and shaking. "Clara, is that really you?" She looked up, eyes wide with shock and fear. "Ethan, what are you doing here?" He knelt down in the snow, ruining his expensive coat, and gently asked, "Are they okay?" Clara tried to stay strong, but when little Lily coughed, a deep, painful cough, her walls crumbled. Tears rolled down her face as she finally whispered, "We have nowhere to go." Ethan didn't waste a second. He carefully lifted the sleeping twins into his arms, carried them to the warm car, turned the heater on full blast, and drove them straight to his penthouse. The contrast was heartbreaking. From a freezing park bench to a beautiful, warm home with soft lights, comfortable beds, and hot food. That night, while the twins slept peacefully for the first time in weeks, Ethan sat with Clara. He made her hot soup and cocoa. She ate slowly, still guarded. "Just for one night," she kept repeating. But Ethan couldn't stop looking at the children. They had his eyes, his smile, his dimple on the left cheek. The next morning, when Liam woke up and softly called him Mister while coughing again, Ethan immediately took all three to the best doctor. At the clinic, the nurse smiled and said, "The father is so caring." Clara froze. Ethan felt electricity run through his body. That evening, the truth finally came out. Clara broke down in tears and whispered, "They're yours, Ethan. I found out I was pregnant right after I left. I wanted to tell you, but your Uncle Richard threatened me. He said if I stayed, he would destroy your company and take the babies away from me forever." 6 years of pain, loneliness, and hidden love poured out. Ethan was devastated. His own uncle had manipulated everything, paid Clara to disappear and kept them apart so Ethan could focus only on the family empire. Ethan felt rage burning inside him, but more than that, he felt deep regret for not fighting harder for her back then. Over the next few days, everything began to change. Ethan took the twins to the aquarium, where they laughed excitedly at colorful fish. He watched Clara care for them with such gentle strength. Slowly, the cold walls around their hearts started melting. The children began calling him Daddy with shy smiles. Clara started smiling again. Real, warm smiles that reminded him why he fell in love with her. But the past wasn't finished yet. Ethan confronted his uncle in a tense board meeting and exposed all the lies and threats. His uncle was removed from the company immediately. Clara found the courage to share her story. Support poured in from everywhere. Ethan started a new foundation to help homeless mothers and children, providing warm shelters, medical care, and opportunities. It was his way of healing their pain and turning it into something beautiful. A few weeks later, on another snowy night, Ethan took Clara and the twins back to that same park bench. This time, they weren't cold or scared. They sat together wrapped in warm coats, hands intertwined, watching snowflakes fall gently. Liam and Lily giggled as snow landed on their noses. Clara looked at Ethan with tears of joy and whispered, "I never stopped loving you." He pulled her close, kissed her forehead, and replied softly, "Neither did I, and now, we have forever." The family that was once broken by secrets and freezing nights was finally whole again, filled with warmth, love, and a beautiful second chance. Sometimes, one wrong text on a freezing night can rewrite your entire destiny. Proves that true love never really disappears. It waits, and when it returns, it can heal even the deepest wounds. Speech balloon, what would you do if you received that desperate message from your past love? Tell me in the comments. If this story touched your heart, hit like, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe for more emotional love stories every week.